Good evening and welcome to Jim Munley's World of Weather. You clicked on to Long Range Weather Forecast discussion for January 6th through the 18th. A deep upper low over eastern Canada is forecast to gradually lift north and northeast during the periods January 6th to the 10th. Another Arctic blast is forecast to push into the southeast and bring an even colder air mass into the Great Lakes and the northeast. The de-amplifying pattern over the eastern North America allows for a Pacific flow into the west. Now, the next Arctic air blast will be colder than what people are experiencing here across the east central U.S., but the Arctic air will produce temperature anomalies that are expected to be 20 to 40 degrees below normal from the Great Lakes into the northeast. The west is expected to become cooler and unsettled as Pacific energy moves in. Teleconnection to a core of positive height anomalies between Alaska and Hawaii support the model's idea of a steadier precipitation for the northwest late next week. Okay, we're going to look at the period for January 9th to 13th, and the ensemble means are depicting a ridge over eastern Pacific and a broad trough over the west central U.S. for 9th to 13th. But however, the models and ensembles are showing this. We have a ridge here across the west coast, eastern Pacific, and we have positive height anomalies over the western Atlantic, and we have a trough here across the east central U.S. So this is the GFS, as you can see, and then we go to Friday, still there. We go to Saturday, still there, but kind of weakens some. But still the heights start to build westward, and we still have our positive height anomalies across this region. Then we go to the 12th, and then we start getting warmer, but I'll go into that in the next period. So during this forecast period, I am forecasting above normal temperatures for this area and below normal temperatures for this region. For precipitation, expect below normal precipitation for this area here and above normal precipitation for this region. So now as we go look further into the forecast period, the models are beginning to show a change that will be occurring across North America, and you can see here that we have de-amplification, and this will be the 13th, and what we have here are lowering heights here across the west, building heights here across the eastern U.S., especially the northeast and the mid-Atlantic. Now we're going to look at the GEFS ensembles. They're a little less progressive than the GFS. Then we're looking at now at the European deterministics show lower heights across the west, but weaker than the GFS, and we still have above normal heights in the east and below to near normal heights in the over the west. Now, one thing to note is that the NAEFS, which only goes out here to the 11th, is the only model basically showing a change. Here we have our deep upper trough and lifting out, but then you start seeing it starts going a little more zonal, and then finally brings a trough here into the western U.S., and we have a west-southwest flow across the eastern U.S. So during this forecast period, I am forecasting below normal temperatures for this region here and above normal temperatures across this region. For precipitation, look for below normal precipitation for this area and above normal precipitation for this region. This has been the Long Range Weather Forecast discussion for January 6th to the 18th. Thanks for coming to Jim Munley's World of Weather, and have a good day.